The man who walked into the land of cannibalism, something unexpected happened in the village. Do you want to know what happened? Please watch until the end to find out what happened after he entered the village. Long ago, before maps were trusted and roads were kind, there lived a man named Edaf, a quiet traveler with eyes that listened more than they spoke. He was not a warrior nor a king. He was a trader of stories, moving from land to land, believing that no place was born evil, only wounded. He was not tall, yet his shadow traveled far. He did not carry a sword, but his words were sharper than iron. Edaf loved the road, and the road, knowing his heart, and did not kill him. Beyond the last river and the black forest, where even the moon walks carefully, there was a land everyone feared. They called it Otor, the land of cannibalism. People did not say its name loudly, because in that land, people eat people. They cooked, they shared, they sang while eating human flesh. Those who entered did not return. The inhabitants ate human flesh not from hunger, but from custom. Outsiders vanished there. Bones were found by the roadside, clean as if washed by intention. No one returned. Yet one morning, Edaf tied his sandals and faced Otor. The elders of his village held his arm. "Do not go," they said. "Even death avoids that land." Edaf replied, "When a path is feared by all, it means truth is hiding there." The first night at the border of Otor, the air grew heavy as if it carried old screams. Villages stood silent. Smoke rose from cooking fires, but the smell was not of meat alone. It was of fear. Edaf entered without weapon or armor. He carried only a walking staff and a small bag of kola nuts. The people saw him immediately. They surrounded him, men, women, even children. Their eyes were calm, not wild. This frightened him more than anger would have. "You are meat," they told him. Edaf nodded. "But meat that speaks before it is chewed is sweeter," he said. The people laughed. Ha, 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 ha. They had never heard that. No one had ever said that before. That night, Edaf was tied near the central fire. As tradition demanded, he would be eaten at dawn. But before sleeping, the chief approached him. "Why did you come?" the chief asked. Edaf answered softly, "I came to ask a question no one survives to ask. I wanted to know why a people would eat their own kind." The chief was silent for a long time. Then he said, "We were once eaten first." He told Edaf a buried truth. The chief sat down heavily and told him the story. Long ago, Otor had been raided repeatedly by kings, by slave traders, by neighboring tribes. Their strongest were taken, their children killed. Hunger followed. Desperation hardened their hearts. One year during a siege, a mother fed her child human flesh so the child would not die. The child survived. The siege ended. The pain stayed. And pain, when it is not buried, becomes tradition. Now, the chief said, we eat others before they eat us. It is safety. It is memory. At dawn, the drums began. Edaf stood before the people and said, "You eat humans to survive pain long gone, but pain that is fed never dies. It grows teeth," the crowd murmured. Then he did something no one expected. He cut his palm and let blood fall on the ground. "I will not run. I will not fight. But if you eat me, you will taste fear again tomorrow. If you spare me, you will taste something new." The children watched closely. They had never seen a man choose death calmly. The chief raised his hand. The drums stopped. Edaf was released. That day, no flesh was eaten in Otor. The next day, still none. Edaf stayed for weeks, telling stories by firelight of lands that healed, of people who changed customs without losing strength. When he finally left, the people walked him to the forest's edge. No one followed him. No one hunted him. Years later, traders reported something strange. In Otor, bones were no longer found by the road. Drums were still beaten, but for harvest, not death. The people had learned to eat memory without eating flesh. And as for Edafi, some say he returned home and lived quietly. Others say he never left. What do we learn from this story? People do not become monsters in one day, and they do not stop being monsters in one day either. But it takes only one brave heart to remind the world that survival without wisdom is another kind of death. The fire has spoken. The story has legs. Carry it carefully. Like, comment, and share.